Are you planning your South Island road trip but worried you just follow the same crowded routes as everyone else? Here's what happens. Most travelers book their car, map out Queenstown and Milford Sound, then miss the back roads where the real magic happens. In this video, I'm showing you 12 South Island drives most travelers never experience. Hidden high country roads, old coal mining towns and coastal routes. Interested? So let's dive in. So here we have my first recommended route between Picton and Nelson. You could go on the main road, SH1, SH6, but this one is a really great introduction into the northern part of the South Island. It looks like a shortcut, but it's a bit windy, but stunning bays, stops on the way, and you reconnect actually again here at Havelock to the main road SH6 towards Nelson. As with all the routes I'm showing, there will be links in the PDF information sheet. I'll link in the description box below so you can easily follow that. So here's my second option again. It's between Picton and Nelson, but this time you're actually going through the inland. So this is very appealing if you arrive a bit earlier or early afternoon in Picton with a ferry, and then you have a bit of spare time and you want to go into the mountains straight away. Here you have the Nelson Lakes National Park, totally underrated. It's a beautiful sight. You could have an afternoon walk and then head back north towards Nelson or up here into the 𝗬𝗆𝗆 region where you would stay a night or two or even three. Now, the next two drives are kind of much lesser known, and that's really their charm and more of an authentic New Zealand experience. Right, here's option number 3, and this is for people which want to go a little bit off the beaten track. It's heading over 𝗬𝗂𝗃 into the Takaka area, Takaka Hills, and into the Golden Bay area. This is a lovely place. There are numerous stops along the way, like 𝗬𝗆𝗆 Springs. You can go into Collingwood, you can do 𝗵𝗆𝗆𝗆. There's a trip you can go up there for bird watchers, or you can go up here to the famous 𝗺i𝗃𝗃𝗃 beach. It's a lovely spot. So for people which have a little bit more time in the Nelson Tasman region, this is highly recommended as a full day trip. Also, to make these road trip options easier to follow, I've put together a free overview info PDF sheet to download. You get the link in the description box below. Now here's my fourth road trip suggestion. It's between Westport and Karamea. This is really, yet again, an off the beaten place. As you can see, it's actually on the other side from the Karangi National Park. So there are some famous tracks like the 𝗵𝗵𝗆 track, which is finishing here, though there's no road connection between this point and Collingwood. That is the reason it's so remote and hardly any travelers go up here. There's also a couple of famous caves you could check out when staying here, but this is definitely for folks which want to go really remote. And if you think that's remote, wait until drive number 5. That one only opens in the summer season, takes you through New Zealand's largest sheep station. Now we go back to the eastern side of the northern part of the South Island. This one is a very special one. It's the Molesworth Station Road. This is only open in the summer season, and it's only recommended for experienced travelers. This is going through one of the largest sheep stations in New Zealand, and you really want to see the information. I'll put it in the description box below. What is involved, how you get onto it, all the crucial information you really need. Again, I can't state it enough. This is for experienced travelers and also for bicyclists. I've done it myself. It's a wonderful drive. The next drive is kind of known, but often not used, as travelers rush from A to B to tick off those famous places. So this one is a totally different kettle of fish. This is the connection between Christchurch and Lake Tekapo, which is down here. So what people normally do, travelers normally do, is they stay on State Highway 1 here. It's pretty boring, pretty straightforward. I would recommend to actually do the inland scenic route, which is highlighted here. It takes a little bit longer, but there are beautiful stops along the way. You basically join the main road again, 𝗬𝗏 here near Geraldine. Now, if you're into Lord of the Rings stories and filming locations, the next route is for you. And if you're into the off-the-beaten places, it's for you as well. So if you're doing that inland scenic route and you want to stay a little bit off the beaten, then there's a lovely accommodation in 𝗬𝗏𝗆, the Red Cottages. You could stay and then actually go into the 𝗏𝗏𝗃 area. This is a must-see spot for Lord of the Ring fans, and the scenery is just stunning. Try to bring up some pictures here for you to see. So this is 𝗏𝗏𝗃 here. This is the scenery in that area on a clear day. Isn't that fantastic? So this is a high country experience, which not many people at all do. Double check with your rental car company that you're allowed to go on the gravel roads. That's the top of 𝗏𝗏𝗃. This is the swing bridge over a little creek here going to the mount. If you find this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button below to stay in touch for more helpful travel videos to come. Plus, please tick the like button below as it helps our channel to grow. Thank you. So most of you will visit Queenstown, and there's a stunning drive, which is quite common actually, going from Queenstown, going here up to Glenorchy, along Lake 𝗥𝗏𝗃, which is a stunning drive, and then you can actually go up here to the Paradise Valley. Again, this is filming locations for the Lord of the Ring as other filming ventures, and here you have also the start of the Routeman track. So if you want, you could do a little hike up here. You won't need to go all the way up to the tops here, but just go through the forest. It's all very much signposted, very easy to do the first hour or two. So this is the road up to Glenorchy from Queenstown. This is my recommendation number 8. The next drive is more of a route and often used by cyclists to connect the Otago with the Fiordland region. So here's my recommendation number 9. This is a little bit of a different one. This is actually going from Lake 𝗥𝗏𝗃. You cross with a boat from Queenstown over to 𝗬𝗆𝗆𝗃 and then actually going through the Mavora lakes towards 𝗬𝗏𝗃. It's not necessarily a rental car trip, but often bicyclists do it. But you could do it from the other end. You could actually go in here from the road towards 𝗬𝗏𝗃 and go towards Mavora lakes. If you do it with a bicycle, which I've done many years ago, it's a lovely experience. You would need to stay here in the Mavora lakes overnight because otherwise it's a little bit long. So here's my route number 10. It's actually one of my most recommended ones for my guests traveling New Zealand. So it's between 𝗬𝗏𝗃 and Dunedin. The cool part with this one really is that you go into the heartland of New Zealand. This is the best farming area, the Southland region. You come across 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗄𝗏, it's the sausage capital of New Zealand. And then you're traveling lovely fishing villages. Riverton, there's a famous museum you must see. And then 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃, which is the largest place here in the southern part of the South Island. If you would want to do the whole trip in one go, the southern scenic route, it's too long. So I would suggest if you do both parts here, the western and the eastern part, stay a night or so in 𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 and then continue to stop through the Catlins Forest, the Nugget Point, Kaka Point. There's a few places you want to do, but you want to have a little bit of time before you make your way back to Dunedin. The last two drive options are also classic route trips, but yet again much less considered by travelers. Now this one is a total different one again. It's going through the central Otago region. So from Dunedin, you can either go through the SH8 or you could actually do SH87 here through middle margin. Both of them are stunning. Roxburgh is famous for its fruit industry as well. Middlemarch is the place where you can go up with a train, with Tariri train from Dunedin. That's a day trip option. But in generally, you go through that barren country gold mining area, former gold mining area in the 1860s, 1880s. So there were a huge amount of gold found here. It's a totally different scenery than you have in Fiordland. This is on the eastern side of the South Island, so it's dry. And then you make your way back on to the main highway. You can go through Danzies Pass, which is a cool place. It's a little bit windy up there, but it's a good road. And then you make your way back to State Highway 1, or you could actually head inland and go to the central Mount Cook, Lake Tekapo region. So that's my option number 11. To make this all easier for you, I've put together a free overview info sheet in PDF for you to download. You'll find the link in the description box below. Right, we're up Christchurch Way now, and this one you can do as a day trip from Christchurch with a rental car, obviously. Stunning drive going out to the Banks Peninsula. Again, totally different environment. There are all these bays, little 𝗥𝗲𝗹𝗆 Bay, O'Kane's Bay, Le Bon's Bay, etc., etc. Especially in O'Kane's Bay, there's a little museum you might want to check out. You don't want to go all those bays down, it's quite a long way up and down, but you definitely want to head into 𝗥𝗲𝗃, which is the main village here. And in 𝗥𝗲𝗃 you can do dolphin tours, you can do walking tours, and there's lots of history, lots of French-related history here in the 𝗥𝗲𝗃 Banks Peninsula area. So this is number 12 of my suggested road trips here, a little bit off the beaten track in New Zealand's South Island. Now here's some practical travel planning advice. Number 1, check that your rental car agreement covers these roads. Most do, but it's always good to confirm it. Number 2, check out the detailed information for really off the beaten routes, such as the Molesworth road trip. Note, this is only for experienced off-road travelers. See the link in the description box below for more details on that. Number 3, for more remote places, I recommend you carry water, food, and fuel up the car before you start, as some of these routes have limited services. So there you have it, 12 scenic drives that will completely change how you experience the South Island. Now, do you want to fit these into a complete South Island itinerary? Check out this video up here for 5 South Island road trip options. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next video.